Welcome back to Marky RC. On today's video, I'm going to do a review of the Tamiya cc01. This buggy was released on the 16th of the 12th, 1993. Comes with the 1973 Ford Bronco body shell, 1/10 scale crawler. Really cool truck. Quite good suspension travel. I'll stick it on the turntable and run through all the specifications of this particular Tamiya RC truck, well, slash crawler. Right, here we have the cc01 Ford Bronco on the turntable. 1/10 scale crawler slash trail truck. Has a mid motor position, which I'll show you when I take the body shell off in a minute. It's full-time 4-wheel drive and has sealed front and rear gearboxes. Front and rear diffs with metal gears, and the rear diff can be built into the lock position. Comes with a 540 silver cam motor, all based on a plastic bathtub chassis, which is very similar to like the lunchbox, just a bit of a more sort of modern day version. Steel drive shafts, double wishbone front upper arms and lower H arms. We've got a rear solid axle with a really nice differential and really cool sort of scale diff pumpkins. The rear suspension is 4-link, which I think looks really scale as well, which I'll show you when I take when the body shells took off. Comes with 4 CVA oil filled shocks, nice soft springs, front and rear sort of road, trail, off-road tyres, and I think the wheels look absolutely awesome with the chrome plating. It's a shame, in the future I might see if I can find some steel wheels for this particular truck. I think it'll make it look a little bit more realistic, a bit more authentic to the era. Comes with plastic bushing in the kit. I've upgraded this to a full ball bearing kit. You also get a brush speed control in the kit. Nice big sort of front bumper. I've seen some people running without the bumper. They do look a lot more scale if you're trying to build like a scale type truck. You also get inner wheel arches, which are moulded to the tub chassis. And you get a middle transfer box. All the transfer box has steel gears internally. You also get steel universal centre drive shafts. Quite a tricky truck to paint. Trying to get those lines nice and crisp, because you don't get a decal to hide if you've made any mistakes on your paint job. But this one turned out really nice. Decals look really cool. And I think the detail on the body shell, as with all Tamiya body shells really, looks absolutely stunning. You can get loads of hop-ups for these now. I mean, these trucks have been out for 20 years, I think, maybe a bit more than that, 25 years maybe. But the cc01 is quite a capable scale crawler if you want to put a bit of money into it. And like I say, Tamiya make quite a few of their genuine hop-ups. And then you've got other companies like Asia Tees and Blacksmith Products. Well, there's hundreds of them online where you can buy aftermarket parts and truly make these trucks super custom. They've used the cc01 chassis on quite a lot of cars. I think there's 7 or 8 different variants, like body shell wise. But I do think the Bronco looks really nice, especially the front bumper and all the grille detail. This particular version of the cc01 comes with a light kit as well, front and rear lights. If you're going to really sort of put this truck through its paces, I'd recommend higher torques brush motor, maybe some bead lock weighted wheels, high torque steering servo, some nice soft compound tyres, full bearing kit, alloy servo horn and servo mounts, and the alloy steering mechanism which you could get. That's all I'd do really if you wanted to make it into a good trail truck. And make sure you thread lock everything, as I learned on its first outing when I lost a couple of the 4-link screws. They just come out from running. So I'll make sure now everything I thread lock. All over, really cool truck. So I'll let it have a couple of spins on the turntable, and then I'll take the body shell off, show you how it's all laid out inside, and give it its bump test. So let's get the body off. Let's take the body off. As you can see inside there, full Tamiya light kit, front and rear lights. And then down to the chassis, very similar, like I say, to the lunchbox. And underneath, you've got all your metal drive shafts, universals. You can see the 4-link suspension there. Got the diff pumpkins. What's it like on the bounce test? Quite hard actually. Maybe. There's quite a soft spring on there already though. But I'll say probably got 40 mil of travel maybe. And the rear probably about the same, maybe 40-50 mil of travel front and back. And when they do run, they do rock about like quite realistic, like a real truck does. And then we've got the layout down the centre, motors right in the middle. Then you've got your servos, speed control, everything fits neatly on top there. This hasn't got any electronics in this particular truck. But I did notice that you can only fit 9mm batteries in these because you've only got the round side on. You could probably get a shorty pack in there maybe if you wanted to go brushless or lithium. Use lithium batteries. But overall, these are quite a capable scale truck off-road, and I've seen people spend a lot of money on them, pimping them right up. I've even seen somewhere a while ago a carbon fibre and alloy, like 4-link. I mean, it was exceptionally expensive, about £200-300, but it did look absolutely epic. But I thought, simple trail running, can't really go wrong really. And you do get, there's so many body shells you can put on these now, and they are pretty much indestructible. Everything's metal, so you can't really go wrong. So as a scale sort of, if you're going to get into scale building, the Tamiya cc01 is quite a good place to start. Quite a cool looking trail truck. I've actually run this round the garden a couple of times at night with the lights on, and it looks pretty cool. I mean, they've put a lot of detail into the front of this particular truck. And you've got your little side mirrors, and then they've got the rear there. Looks like one of the decals is coming a bit loose. And we've got the other side, even down to the 351 cubic inch V8. I'll imagine this truck must have had originally back in the 70s. But as a scale truck goes, you can really make these look super cool. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. And thanks for watching. Bye.